Hey guys, welcome back to Diving Deep in Thought. You're here with Elias. And today I want to talk to you guys about when do we throw in the towel and say, you know what, I've gotten to my financial goal of $10 million, it's time to retire. Or I've achieved all my accomplishments in life, now I can stop, I can take a break. Is there ever a point in our life where we can truly just stop and relax or travel the world? Do all these things we always dream of. Do we ever get to that point? And for men and women, it's completely different based on our nature. Men, the masculine nature is like goal-oriented, competitive, very driven by results, driven by like hard work and milestones. The moment a man doesn't progress, he gets either depressed, distracted, derailed. Many things happen. He finds other avenues of occupying his mind, and as stated, whether it be in the Bible when it says, idle hands are a devil's workshop. So if you don't work, you're going to go out and cause trouble, mayhem, something to stimulate your mind, because you're all about that getting shit done. And men strive for freedom. They want freedom from loneliness, so they want a partner. They want freedom from poverty, so they work hard. Then the last freedom, so usually it goes like you get a partner and you get a mad job. Your partner helps you with that job and helps you grow and flourish. And then the next stage, and this is the one that never ends, and this is the one that men, and you see men who are like 60, 70, they're still working hard, they're still killing it, or there's entrepreneurs out there that are still working harder. Yeah, they play hard, but they're even working harder. And the reason for this is that the last freedom men seek, because men are always seeking freedom. The masculine energy is always seeking freedom. The last freedom they seek is power. And power is a combination of authority and resources. So resources being money, and authority being a higher status in a company. So as you grow, and this is what separates the men from the boys. When you grow to a certain point and you're starting to get results, you've built momentum. Work ends up being more fun than anything else because it's so stimulating and the return on investment is so high and so quick. Obviously you need a break. But work becomes, you see these people who are so driven and so in tune with their work and their craft. It's because the return on investment is so high and the feedback is so quick. Making money is a game. When you get to a certain point, making money is not about, I need to pay groceries, I need to pay this bill. They're beyond that now. They're way beyond that. Now they're at a stage where they need power. And power comes down to authority and resources. So you see all these top tier men who just keep powering forward and they want to achieve that higher status, authority and resources. It's got nothing to do with being a workaholic. It's got nothing to do with the love of money. It's purely got to do deep down to their purpose and that burning fire within them to grow more. It's like any goal you set. The men who are frustrated are the ones who have set goals too big for them. So if you're frustrated and you're saying, I should be earning so much more money, or I should be doing this at this stage of my life, you're just aiming for a goal that's just, look, you got to work to your edge, and your edge is 5% or maximum 10% beyond your capacity. But if you're way above your capacity, because you've got this unrealistic expectation from social media that you should be a millionaire by 25 or you should have financial security at this age. So knowing that this journey never ends, that the task is never complete for men, should give you reassurance that it's an ongoing process. Even when you get to your next goal, you're going to set a new one. That's part of the masculine nature. So there's no point being discouraged at whatever stage you're at. The only thing you're angry about is that the gap, that, the stepping stone to the next step, you've probably made it too big. And no matter what progress you are getting, you're not giving yourself credit for it because relative to that next goal, it's too small. Reduce your goals And then when you start to see those little results, the small wins, it'll motivate you. And then you'll get into that flow state like the top tier men. For women, women chase love. So men chasing freedom, women are chasing love. It's the feminine energy to be secure, protected, cared for, complimented. It's the other side. It's the feminine. And the feminine's main purpose is a family. So man is to provide through those goal-oriented, that's the masculine energy. We're talking energies here. So the woman might have masculine energy. She may want to be the provider. Then that would, in order for them not to clash or to give this neutrality between them, in order for there to still be polarity, sexual tension and all these things, the man will have to step back to become more feminine. In order for that polarity to exist, there always has to be polarity between masculine and feminine. There has to be. If there isn't, and you're both neutral, then you're just friends. You're not polarized by each other. You're not having that tension that's attracting you. It's more forced, and effort is, a lot of effort is required. A lot of energy spent on implementing and pushing for attraction rather than it happen naturally through your energy. And the feminine is beautiful because she supports the masculine. She says, well, the biggest investment I can make is in you because you will provide. And I don't know, these days the role has sort of shifted, whether it's because of financial constraints that people have. You know, the woman doesn't want a man who can't provide, so if she has to push herself and get into that goal-oriented space. But the feminine is this other energy that's not so goal-oriented, but more around the emotional love, compassion, serving, reassuring. Also needs reassurance, but more directly than the man. The man needs it, but he never speaks of it being needed. The woman knows what the man wants. If he's in his masculine, then she will feel that this is what is required to support him, to provide beautiful family and care for their children, and get into that feminine essence, which is to care, to nourish, to motivate, to be there, to recharge the man through cleaning the house or helping him with his, not really with his goals, with his emotions. The woman doesn't help the man with his goals, never. She helps him with his emotions, how to regulate his emotions, because he's so fixated on these goals. The woman's sort of role, or essence in that sense, is to take him away from that and give him a vacation from his mind ticking and his mind being so fixated. A truly, truly masculine man is so driven to work. Everything is second to work. Everything. Food, everything. They usually work through the day without eating. It's crazy. That's how intense it is. And the feminine is that caring. You must eat lunch. You must do this. You must do this. She balances him. She brings him back toward the middle to balance. Otherwise, he will get consumed by his work. So that is the two ends of polarity. And for men who believe that they're not achieving enough, or they're not enough right now, this never ends. This $10 million, whatever goal you have, is purely just to keep you going for a certain amount of time in your life. It may be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. That's why goals are so important. If you have no goal, or you don't have any thought of where you're heading, all you're doing is feeding somebody else's goals, making somebody else rich. That's what they say. You're making someone else rich. What's your plan? What's your actual game plan in this life? Are you here just to cruise through and hope for the best? You're already waking up. You're already doing the work. What is your plan? But it never ends. Don't ever think it ends for the man. Don't ever think there's a time where, if once work ends, life will be so much better. No, work is the core of what it is to be a man and to provide and all that. And obviously women can also work, but the essence of what a woman should embody, 100%, is taking care or starting a family when that time comes. But in that sense, she must support the man's purpose, and the man must support the woman financially and security, to protect, provide, and procreate. That's our 3Ps. Guys, this is my video for today. I hope you took some value from it. And if you're feeling discouraged, just understand this is a small snippet in our whole process that you've got to go. Set smaller goals to be more positive, and you'll be fine. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.